Hey you guys, this is Professor Vitt, and I'm here to cover Module 5, Written with the Stars, which is going to be our module on astrology. More than ever, just realize that this is not a course on what you believe, but rather the reasons you have for and against things. That's never more true than with astrology and the claims that it makes. I know I've had students who feel, on a real deep level that there's something to it. Of course, that's perfectly fine. You're not graded on your belief in the class. I've had students who are totally against it. That's not the focus. The focus is the argumentation for and against. So I just want to reiterate that. Make sure you put your student name in your packet. I've had a few times now where people don't do that, and then there are sort of a multitude of docs that don't have someone's name, or they were created on a computer that doesn't have someone's name, and I'm trying to backtrack it. So make sure that you do put your name in there, whether or not you completed everything. Task 1 of 4, you're going to read chapter 4 in the Weird Book, but your focus there is going to be really study questions 1 through 4 and number 6, but when you read, you're going to be paying attention to pages 84 to 90, and disregard the stuff they have in there about appeal to faith and all that stuff. It's just outside the scope of the class. Don't worry about it. If you want to talk to me about it or email me about it, please feel free to do so. But it's more along the lines of philosophy of religion, and they just sort of give short grift to some things, so don't worry about it. So, task 2, you're going to listen to another Skeptoid podcast from Brian Dunning. Now, be careful. Brian Dunning, at the get-go, it kind of gives this critical comment. It's not critical of astrology, or intimates something anyway. Just put the attitude aside, listen to the podcast. It's an interesting podcast at the very least. Also, the transcripts are always available to the same link. Okay, so answer these questions. He explains what a house is. This comes up a little bit later, too, in task number 3. And he does his own kind of survey. It's not really evidence. I think it's just filler for the time, limit he's got, but it's interesting anyway. He does talk about Jeffrey Dean and stuff. Okay, and then for task number 3, you guys are going to read the teacher's edition of the James Randi packet on astrology. And hold on, I'm just going to pull that up right now. Just clicked on this link. Okay, and it sends you to my G Drive, and this is the James Randi educational packet. Now, this is the teacher's edition. There's nothing else, but it's a very good. It's a really good little PDF. Now, some people are not going to like the content, but it's well produced. So go ahead and read through this, and as you do so, have open the questions, because as you read the questions, you're going to have some specifics to answer, and it's easier just to have them, okay, I'm looking for what the term zodiac refers to, and then you're starting up blah, 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 so on and so forth. So do that, and you have a minimum 15 words on this one. I thought that was in there. So it's minimum 15 words per question. All right. And then the more interesting thing you're going to do for task number 4, you're going to do your Moodle Room chat on astrology. So not a massive week, but an intensive one anyway. You are going to answer these questions within the forum chat. So far, you guys have been pretty good about decorum and so forth in the forum chat. Please continue to maintain that standard. It really reflects well on all of you as students and people. Okay, great, you guys. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I really look forward to reading your submissions.